I'm at the front of a 70s brick house, and I think this brick wall is going to be perfect for our timber feature wall. It's going to break up these old bricks and really make this entrance more inviting. The material I'm using is some Merbau decking boards, which you can get at any hardware store. Now, before I put the timber slats on the wall, I need something to attach them to. And it's not going to be the bricks, it will be this timber batten. Now, I've gone with a thicker one. It's 35mm thick, so that way, by the time I add the decking board, a 50mm screw will go in without hitting the brickwork. Now, the other tip here is I don't need my battens to be this wide, so I'm going to rip them in half, which means I save on cost as well. So our battens don't stand out through our new screen. I'm just painting it black. That way it looks like a shadow. All right, so now I'm fixing the battens on the wall. There's a few things you need to remember. You don't want to space them out too far. So I'm going with 800mm. That way we won't get any bows in between these battens. And also, this is probably the most important one, you want to make sure that you stagger your batten screws. That way, when you put your decking board on, you get a nice straight line and you know your screws won't interfere with each other. For this timber screen, instead of keeping these boards all 90mm and being your standard repetitive screen, I'm going to rip these in half. That way, I can stagger between 90mm and 42mm. You might think that 42 is not half of 90, but by the time you take the thickness of the blade away, you end up with 42. And that's what will make this screen stand out from the rest. Now that I've ripped these boards down, you can see that we end up with a round edge and a square cut edge. To make this board look finished, I'm just using a router to round it off. Also, I'm just using a smart bit which pre-drills and also countersinks the hole. That way, all the screw heads finish nice and flush. A good tip to keeping all the screws straight is to make a template. Now, because we're using two different widths, I need to make two templates, one for the 90mm and one for the 42. The last thing to do before I get these boards on is to give it a good coat of oil. That way you can get in between the gaps and it makes it nice and easy. Surely by now we're ready to get this screen built. Look how quick I can do it. How quick was that? And you can see by using the natural oil how the different colour variations in the timber just pop. Now, you don't want to just pick light timbers and dark timbers. The trick is to make sure that you scatter all your timber so the end result looks as stylish as this. You can see that we've taken this plain entrance and by adding timber, we've added warmth and colour and given it a real contemporary look, which is definitely up the ante of the street appeal of this house.